Now, it might not seem like it, but the experts I spoke to say this is actually great for the ecosystem. Now, the fishermen, on the other hand, are getting frustrated, saying they don't exactly want to share their catches with the sharks.
We're trying to catch bass, and we're not bringing back the whole thing.
Elliot Thomas is an avid fisherman who has been out on the waters for 10 years. But recently, he has been running into what he calls a problem, reeling in fish missing half their bodies.
I had another fish that would have been 45 inches, but about a foot was cut off the back end by a shark.
This photo captured this month shows Thomas holding up a half-inch striped bass at night after it was chomped on by this shark. Thomas's efforts to catch a full fish dwindling by the hour.
If I'm catching a fish and it's immediately being killed, that's as good as me killing the fish, and I don't want that to happen.
Connecticut not the only state seeing this happen. In Florida, red snappers are also, well, snapped. A Floridian who was also fished in Connecticut catching this large red snapper head.
Oh, it's so frustrating. Snapper is very controlled on both the federal and the state level. And as I said, you can only keep 2 fish per person per trip.
And it is not always the sharks responsible, but rather the porpoises.
We fish in water that's between 70 and 200 feet deep. And so when you're bringing the fish up and the fish is fighting, then that's basically ringing the dinner bell on the end of your line.
Marine fisheries biologist David Molnar with the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection points to a seasonal migration as a cause. Sharks showing up late spring and migrating south come fall time.
Mostly the females are inshore laying young, what we call pupping. They lay, small juvenile sharks, and the habitat is ideal for them around Connecticut.
Some advice for the fishermen out there: if you do come into contact with the shark, your best bet is to cut the line, do not fight the shark, and release it back into the water, because after all, this is a fish that has some very long and sharp teeth. Reporting in New Haven, Carmen Chow, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.